Alright, I'm going to make a video today, show you guys how to super clean a Toyota 4Runner wheel, inside and out. I'll go over basically my process, mix ratios, products that I use, so on and so forth. So getting straight into it, first product I use is basically my bulk degreaser, and this is Purple Power, and the mix ratio on this would be 1:1. So because the wheel's a little bit dirty and as you can see it needs a little love, I'm gonna mix this pretty strong at 1:1. So meaning 1 part degreaser, which is Purple Power, to 1 part water. So if I put 15 ounces of Purple Power in, I put an additional 15 ounces of water and dilute it with that. The second product I'll be using is a wheel acid. This is a Technician's Choice wheel acid. This I'm going to mix it strong as well at 1:1. Most guys probably mix it, and I do as well. As far as on your normal wheels that are fairly clean, I'll mix it 4 parts water to 1 part product, whether it be degreaser or wheel acid. One thing you want to note when using this wheel acid, it's extremely caustic and toxic. So just be careful with it. Maybe wear some sunglasses or safety glasses, and make sure, I always wear latex gloves, and then just make sure you either hold your breath or use a respirator, because it's pretty toxic. The other things I'll be using, I use this little Cocode brush. These are pretty neat. I'm pretty sure I got these off Amazon. I'm going to use a hard, stiff bristle brush right here. That's pretty neat. I actually got that from a local supplier. And then kind of more of a softer brush. And white Scotch-Brite, potentially. I may not need this, and most likely not. Microfiber towel, Costco microfiber, and of course a wheel bucket. This is how I clean wheels. And basically I put a grit guard in the bottom of this bucket, fill it up with my favorite soap and degreaser, and you can do the same. And then I just use it to mainly saturate the tools, and then that way they're kind of clean in between steps. So once I get some dirt and whatnot on my brushes, then I'll dunk them back in the bucket. So the other thing I'll use is some lacquer thinner potentially, but most likely not. So here we go. I'll get straight into it. I'm going to do a 2-part process on the wheel here, and I'll basically take my degreaser, shake it up a little bit, and then I'll spray it pretty liberally. The one thing you can do too, and I'll do the step before my next step, I'll rinse the actual concrete with water and whatnot. That way the wheel acid won't bite into the concrete. So I'll take this. This is actually, I'll show you guys this too. It's an Orbit sprayer. These things are really cool. I use it on the shower position. So I got this at Lowe's. I'm sure you can get them online, but this thing is really awesome for this stuff. So basically it has like a fire nozzle, and you roll this trigger up to basically start the flow of water. So I'll rinse around it a little bit, around the wheel, just to make sure when I use my wheel acid in my next step that it doesn't kind of etch into the concrete. So it wouldn't be a horrible idea to do this first anyways with the degreaser, but definitely with your wheel acid. So like I said, I sprayed the product on pretty liberally, and I might just put a little bit more on, and then I'll let it dwell, is what they call it, or in painting they call it flash. So you just want to let the product kind of soak and give it time to do what it needs to do. So next step would be I'll take this, and this is only on the back side of the wheel. I'll take a hard bristle brush. I wouldn't want to do it on the front, because potentially it could scratch the wheel, but I'm not sure anybody cares about the back. So at any rate, I'll basically put all my brushes in the bucket, and that way they're soaking and staying clean. And then I'll dip the hard bristle brush in, and then I'm just going to work the wheel pretty thoroughly. You just want to work in kind of a strategic fashion. So as this thing gets kind of loaded up with dirt and grime and grease, I'll dunk it back in my bucket. Basically the way I look at this is it's almost like wet sanding. If you've ever wet sanded, it cleans your sandpaper. So there, it's nice and clean. I'll show you guys on the next, when I scrub it the next time, how dirty it gets. But at any rate, just keep scrubbing, around the wheel. I'm right-handed, so I'll try to do most of what I can right-handed. So I scrub it nice and thorough all the way around. See how dirty it gets? So dunk it 3 or 4 times in the bucket or so, and then it's nice and clean. So I'll continue to scrub a little bit. I'll scrub in these recessed areas. It's a nice hard bristle brush, so it does pretty well. Scrub in there a little bit. Come back in these recessed areas. Scrub those. So mainly the first round, I just want to get the initial dirt and grime off it. So once again, I'll dunk it, and I pretty much dunk it quite often throughout this process. So I'll go ahead and scrub the back of the tire really thorough. This is how we do everything. And I guess if you're detailing, that's how you have to do it. Pay attention to the details. So once again, dunk it, come back around here, hit the other side of the tire. One thing I forgot to mention, and my other brush is in the bucket, and I'll show you guys. There we go. So this brush here is a brass brush, and I use this for the white lettering. So I'll choke up on the brush so it doesn't scratch the wheel. I don't hit the wheel with it. And then I'll scrub it pretty thoroughly. Give it a quick dunk. Do the other side. And then make sure white wall is nice and bright and white. Okay, so I'll take my Orbit sprayer and I'm going to rinse it off real quick. And that'll kind of give you a baseline of what it gets most of the grease and grime off. Give it a little rinse around the tire. Like I said, you have to be somewhat careful for the wheel acid stage. So I'm gonna tilt the tire forward and get rid of some of the water just so it doesn't dilute the product even more. So then I'll take my wheel acid, give it a nice shake. Like I said, hold your breath. This stuff's super toxic. The other thing is this stuff can damage glass if it's windy. So just use caution with this product. It's a phenomenal product because it works real well and it is good at attacking the brake dust and whatnot. The acid in it kind of breaks down the dust. So I make sure in these recessed areas, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of dirt and grime in there. So I'm gonna just spray that in there and then I'll let it dwell for a second. Really give it time. It's important, especially with dirty wheels. Make sure you give it time to dwell, so you'll have to work less with your product. And one thing too is I'll re-scrub this tire real quick, but that way it'll give the inside of the wheel time to kind of continue to dwell. So that's one thing in detailing is you always want to make sure you are thinking ahead. And so if I'm scrubbing the tire, then it's giving that wheel a little bit of extra time to dwell, and that's important when you're trying to be efficient. So it's kind of always thinking one step ahead, and or maybe even two in what you're doing. So I'll go ahead and give it another scrub just to make sure I knock off whatever else is on there. Then I'm going to dunk it again and go back in the inside of the wheel. You can be pretty aggressive on the backside. I still let the tool do the work, but I do the best I can to kind of get it removed. And the beauty is you use a hard bristle brush. It's a little more aggressive than some of the softer ones. But the backside of the wheel, most people don't have these off and are scrubbing the backside anyway, so they don't get as much love as the front. Okay, so now I'm going to come back. My Co-Code brush. It comes in a set, and this is the bigger of the brushes. And I'm going to go in, choke up on the brush. I'll hit the wheel lip real quick, redunk, come in here and I'll just kind of scrub this area thoroughly. Kind of a colder day in Colorado here today, so a little chilly, but it's supposed to snow. That's why I'm knocking it out first thing in the morning, or I guess it's right before afternoon. But redunk, go ahead and scrub it again real quick, and that's about it. So for the backside, so once again, I'll take my shower setting on the Orbit sprayer and I'll rinse it off nicely. Pretty thorough. I can tell I'm happy with this result. So nice and thorough on the rinse. So you guys can see it's nice and clean. So went pretty quick. So I'm gonna flip the wheel over, and I like to give it a quick rinse just to make sure I kind of cut down on any sort of scratching and anything that would go on the wheel. But these wheels are pretty clean, so I'm not too concerned. This I'm not going to do in a two-step process because it's too clean. So basically I'll take my wheel acid and I'm going to actually spray not only the wheel, but I'm going to go ahead and spray the tire as well. And I'm pretty liberal. I like things to be nice and clean, so I'm not afraid to use product. That's more about the desired result. So Purple Power, shake it up. Pretty liberal. Let it dwell for a second. I'll show you guys real quick the Purple Power bottle while this is dwelling. So this is the product I'm using. It's just a bulk degreaser. It's cheap. You can use Meguiar's wheel acid, or excuse me, Meguiar's degreaser, the super degreaser or whatnot, but I find in most cases it's not necessary. So basically I'll let that dwell for a second and it's pretty much ready to go because the wheel's pretty clean. So I'll start with the wheel itself. I'll use my soft bristle brush this time because I don't want to scratch the wheel or anything like that. So I'll kind of work methodically and work in a pattern. It's one of the biggest things I feel in detailing is, you know, it's all about the details. So just being real thorough and working in, you know, somewhat of a pattern helps. And I'll go over it a couple times real quick, but it's already pretty clean. Just basically light agitation is all I'm after because it's so clean. So just like that. Take my Cocoa brush and I'll hit the lip. And then I'll kind of once again go around the wheel, just double check. Especially around the valve stem, get that nice and thorough. Go around the recessed lug nut areas. You could pull the center cap off if you wanted, but I don't think I'm going to on this one. So there you go, clean the emblem nice. There you go, it's nice and clean. I'll hit the tire again with the stiff bristle brush. So work in nice smooth fashion. Gotta be professional about what you do. So I do half the tire and I'll redunk. Nice and clean. Do the other half. And I'll kind of do the whole thing real quick and blend it together. Okay, so that's basically how I do it. I'll go ahead and rinse it off real quick. I'll rinse my hand off. Then I'm going to turn it down a little bit and I'll soak the top of the tread. And then I'm going to hit it from behind. And what do you think? Pretty clean. So I'll take my microfiber towel and I'm gonna wipe the tire off real quick. If you were really worried about it, you could wipe the rim first. That way you don't, or turn your rag over, that way you don't potentially scratch it. So I'll take my Costco microfiber towel and go in all the grooves, and then basically after this, if you wanted to, you could wax the wheel or put some sort of spray wax on it. I'm going in these lug nut holes and I'm just kind of getting the rest of what might be on there, but it's pretty much super minimal. So you put your favorite dressing on the tire and favorite spray wax on the wheel, but that's pretty much how you do it. So yeah, hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks for watching.